How's it going, everyone? I am Count Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Alright, we got ourselves a whole bunch of details regarding the next in-game event, and this is definitely one you will not want to miss. We are going to get the long-awaited return of Shiny Meltan, which is one of the rare shinies in the game due to its scarcity. We are also going to be getting some new Shadow Pokemon as well. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Okay, let's jump into it. So, the month of March is going to close off with a banger of an event. It is actually going to be a two-parter, as the second half of the event is going to have a Team Go Rocket Takeover. This event, which Niantic is calling the Let's Go event, is going to be happening from Tuesday, March 21st at 10 o'clock AM local time, all the way until Wednesday, March 29th at 8 o'clock PM local time. The featured Pokemon of this event is going to be none other than Meltan. This feels like a throwback event to when Meltan first arrived, which was of course through the Nintendo Switch games Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. There are going to be a variety of bonuses that will allow you to open mystery boxes and catch Meltan more frequently, which is important because it does require a ton of candy to evolve just one. Likewise, you do get at least 3 Meltan Candy XL per catch, so this is a prime opportunity for you to pick up enough to max out your best one for the Master League. But here is the icing on the cake. Niantic is going to be turning on its shiny form only during this event. This means for about 1 week only, you will have an opportunity to pick up Shiny Meltan, which is widely considered one of the rarest and one of the most sought after shinies in the game. The reason why Shiny Meltan is so rare is because Niantic has a tendency to never turn it on in the game. It is only during these special Meltan-themed events where you can potentially encounter it. Thus, it is absolutely imperative that you are constantly opening up your mystery box whenever you are able to do so. Don't miss out on this opportunity to pick up a few Shiny Meltan. Now, opening your mystery box is actually pretty straightforward. All you have to do is transfer any one of your Pokemon from Pokemon Go to the app Pokemon Home. In order to do this, you will need to download and install the app Pokemon Home. Afterwards, simply go to the in-game settings menu within Pokemon Go, tap on Connected Devices and Services, and then tap on Pokemon Home. Once you connect your Pokemon Go account to your Pokemon Home account, just simply transfer any Pokemon you do not need in your Pokemon storage. Once you do this, the mystery box item will be unlocked in your item bag. This box acts very similar to Incense, but it will spawn exclusively Meltan and no other Pokemon at a much faster rate. My suggestion is that you should take the time before the event starts to transfer one of your Pokemon to Pokemon Home. Then, as soon as the event starts, open up your mystery box so that you can fully utilize the bonuses that will be active. We'll get more into those bonuses later, but next let's talk about the event wild spawns. Now, Meltan is not the only rare shiny that is going to be featured during this event. The regional Pokemon Pansage, Pansear, and Panpour will also be available in the wild and through field research. The full list of wild event spawns include Diglett, Grimer, Snubbull, Corphish, Starly, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Roggenrola, Tympole, Litleo, Trubbish, Galarian Stunfisk, and Goomy. The standouts are going to be Trubbish for the extra Stardust per catch, Galarian Stunfisk because of its PvP relevance, and Goomy because of its rarity. These will be available throughout the whole duration of the event, so make sure you keep an eye out for them. Next up, we actually have some changes to Ditto that are worth mentioning. This is probably one of the most elusive Pokemon that many players need. Catching it is one of the requirements for the Mew Special Research, and regular field research that asks you to catch one typically has great rewards. Well, it looks like they will be appearing more often now, as the various Ditto transformations are getting a shakeup. The following Pokemon can now potentially transform into a Ditto: Diglett, Grimer, Snubbull, Corphish, Starly, Roggenrola, Tympole, and Litleo. You probably realized it by now, but these are all various event wild spawns during this event. Therefore, this is a very prime opportunity to catch Ditto, so if you are stuck on a specific task that requires you to catch it, now is the time to get it done. Okay, now let's talk about the event bonuses. Like I mentioned earlier, there are going to be quite a few bonuses related to Meltan and the mystery box. During the event, the cooldown for opening the mystery box is going to be reduced. Currently, the cooldown for the mystery box is 2 days, so I'm guessing it is going to be reduced to 1 day. You are also going to get double the candy for transferring Pokemon. This is a pretty big one because, like I said earlier, evolving Meltan into Melmetal requires a ton of Meltan candy, so this particular bonus should help you in that regard. Next up, you will have an increased chance at finding double XL or double X small Meltan from mystery boxes. This is not necessarily an important bonus, but it will be really handy for anyone who wants the XXS or XXL Platinum medals. Finally, there will be an increased chance at finding Ditto. This is big for anyone who is looking for the shiny form, and for anyone who is stuck on any research tasks that requires you to catch one. Honestly, these bonuses are pretty good. They aren't the best event bonuses we've ever had, but they will keep this event interesting throughout the whole duration. We are also going to have a plethora of other content that will keep you busy, such as a collection challenge that will get you a Meltan encounter with a field research IV floor. Finally, let's go over what will be spawning in raids. In 5-star raids, we will have Incarnate Form Thundurus from March 21st to March 28th, and Lugia will be making its long-awaited return from March 28th until April 10th. We will also have Mega Alakazam and Mega Venusaur during these times respectively. So yeah, this event is looking to be really good. There's a lot of long-awaited Pokemon that will be a part of it, specifically Shiny Meltan and Ditto, but this is just scratching the surface of what we could look forward to. Like I mentioned earlier, the second half of this event is going to have a Team Go Rocket Takeover. From Saturday, March 25th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time until Wednesday, March 29th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time, things are going to get more Team Go Rockety. On top of all the Let's Go bonuses, we are going to get additional bonuses related to Team Go Rocket, different Shadow Pokemon from Grunts and Leaders, and new Shadow Pokemon, including a new Shadow Legendary. Let's go over that first. If you battle Giovanni during this event, you will get an encounter with Shadow Regice. This is the debut of this Shadow Legendary Pokemon. In terms of gameplay relevance, it doesn't look like it will be meta in any aspect of Pokémon Go. I'm not sure how it will do in the Go Battle League, but there are far better Ice-type raid attackers. Therefore, I wouldn't worry too much trying to get this particular Shadow. I would save your Giovanni Radars for a different Shadow Legendary in the future. Next up, we are going to see the debut of new Shadow Pokemon. With this event, you can now catch Shadow Alolan Grimer, Shadow Phanpy, Shadow Trico, Shadow Torchic, and Shadow Drifloon. I don't know which of these will be among the lineup of Sierra, Cliff, and Arlo, but getting a shiny Shadow version of any of them would be really cool. Finally, let's go over the event bonuses from this Team Go Rocket Takeover. You will see increased Team Go Rocket Grunts from Pokestops and additional Team Go Rocket Balloons. You will also be able to use regular charge TMs to remove frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon. This is extremely important as Shadow Pokemon are some of the strongest Pokemon in the game, as long as they don't have frustration. Therefore, if you're sitting on some awesome Shadow Pokemon, make sure you clear frustration off of them during this event. You won't have another opportunity for a long while, so make sure you get it done. So yeah, overall, this is going to be a phenomenal time in Pokémon Go. Don't forget that the current season of Rising Heroes has a lot of bonuses related to Team Go Rocket, so make sure you are farming up Grunts, battling their leaders, and getting some of those new Shadow Pokemon. If there were ever a time you should be active in Pokémon Go, it would be during events like these, so make sure you play as much as you can. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Leave your thoughts down below what you think about anything that I talked about in this video. Is there a particular aspect of it that you are excited about? Let me know in the comments and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.